welcome back to another beautiful morning in Penang, Malaysia. Today I will go on an exploration to Kulim. That's the nearest biggest city outside of Penang. If it's an industrial city, I have no clue. If it's touristy, I have no idea. I will just go check it out. I know only one thing. There is a store that sells traditional clothing and I want some of these pants. I don't know the name, but it's traditional silhouette. Almost forgot. Before I get to Kulim, I got invited to breakfast and he just sent me a location of Nasi Kandar. I think that's not a breakfast, that's a full-on stomach roller coaster. Let's go. So I arrived at the location he sent to me, but I can't see him anywhere, so I will just have a drink, terima kasih, and wait for him. He arrived, the blue shirt behind me. Now checking out what kind of food we can choose here. One chicken. Then give me the best choices. All right. Trying Nasi Kandar at this store, never had it before here. Let's try. First the vegetables. Bismillah. The sauce is very spicy, of course. Happy breakfast. Let's try this one. I like this. The dark sauce. I just finished my Nasi Kandar and I'm now in a small side street to keep all the traffic noises out of this video. And what I find very interesting about Nasi Kandar is that it always tastes different, even if you go to the same store, because you can take different mixes. This time it was a little bit on the unusual side for me, because he mixed some sauces in which were cooked with sotong and ikan. So it was a little bit on the fishy side, though I had chicken. I never had that before. It didn't taste bad, but it was different. One sauce I liked a lot because it was more on the fruity side. I arrived now in this store, which sells the traditional clothing. The owner is not here, unfortunately, but I see a big variety of tanjak. I can try them on here. They look like this. Like, very good. I like it. These four very kind guys invited me for having some makan. Actually, I'm on the way to Kampung Junjung, right? Junjung. Kampung Junjung. And after that I will return to the shop in the hope that the owner will be back. Alright, finished eating again. My second Nasi Kandar for today. If I keep on eating that much, I need to monetize this channel quickly, very quickly. Head on to Kampung Junjung. That's one thing I love about Malaysia. It's the environment and all the vegetation everywhere if you go into the Kampung area. Tropical island Far Cry 3 kind of vibe. Really, it's like I just came up this steep, almost like stair kind of thing with my motor and I came to this radio tower. It really reminds me like 10 years ago when I played Far Cry 3 on a PC. Anyway, this is actually not where I wanted to go. I'm searching for the waterfall. Problem is, it's not in Kampung Junjung directly. I was already in the Kampung and asked the people. They only said down the road. Still on the search. We will find it, inshallah. I found the waterfalls. They look very much like a compound where families come and children can play in the water and so on. Though a pretty lost and left and broken down compound, as you can see. But we can change that. We can go into the back and right now, while I'm talking, we are passing a big waterfall which is more natural. And now it's going to a little bit of a jungle adventure through the bushes, but not a long time. And then we are already like in a jungle environment with natural waterfalls in this, how can I call it, backyard of the compound, so to say. On the top of that waterfall that we just passed were only 2 people, and the further we go, the less people it will be. Very hard to talk and walk at the same time here. I hope I can talk loud enough to overwhelm the noises of the waterfall. Well, I think it's the highest waterfall in this area. And then try to get on top of it. You saw the boys playing in the water, but it was still underneath of this waterfall. So what I want to do is, I want to get on top of this waterfall and not on the bottom. I did a rookie mistake and didn't took any bathing pants with me. Pretty much every local is going into the water with their jeans if they don't have bathing clothes. But I'm not really used to it. Anyhow, this is very difficult terrain for walking, and also the light conditions are crazy. I hope I'm in focus, I'm not overexposed or something else. Now I know why the boys are playing underneath the waterfall. There's a little bit of water, nothing more. Anyhow, let's go explore it. My camera just fell into the water. 1, 2, 1, 2, microphone test. I really don't care at this point anymore. Everything is wet, I will jump in now. Hey! Not a second time. And this is how it looks when you are lying inside of a waterfall. Honestly, I'm very glad that my camera and microphone just fell into the water. Otherwise, I would have never jumped into that waterfall, and I'm so glad this happened. Because my pants were wet, my t-shirt was wet, and I was just thinking like, okay, just go. Also, I met this awesome dude. He showed me how to jump into that waterfall without getting hurt. He held the camera. He was my cameraman for a short while. And now I'm here enjoying my juice orange. It's set up, tasty, only 2 ringgit. Awesome experience. I love this. I love this place. I love this day. I'm glad that all this happened, even though it was a catastrophe at first. It turned out to be a good thing. There's one weird thing about Kulim, and it's one of the first things that I noticed when I came here, because it's very obvious. There are many places, stores, that are simply closed. You can see behind me, it's just everything closed. I checked 3 restaurants in this area. Abu Khalid, Nasi Arab, I checked Bakso, Surabaya, I checked vegetarian restaurant. They are all closed. And I don't know why is that. Is it because of many things go into the online trade, online shops? I don't know. It seems like Kulim is like full of shops, but 2/3 of them are just closed. I don't get it. I don't know why is that. Maybe someone else can tell me. But it's one of the first things that I really noticed when I came here, because it's very obvious. You can't miss this fact.